Learn how someone could access your computer, take your identity, or steal your financial information without you knowing, until it's too late. The greatest approach to defeat a hacker is to understand how they normally hack you, as you will discover. You can make yourself less of a target for the malicious side of cyberspace by grasping some of these basic principles while going about your way online without needing to learn all the technical language. Starting off at number 10, we have drive-by downloads. This is a scary term, and it is, because it can happen when you visit a website that you would typically trust. If you visit a hacked website, it may appear to be operating normally, but it could be surreptitiously scanning your computer or mobile device for known vulnerabilities, installing malicious software via whatever vector it discovers, and then having complete control over your computer or mobile device, stealing your data, monitoring your activity, secretly observing you via your webcam, and much more. Malicious software can be deployed by a drive-by download assault if your device hasn't been updated or patched recently, allowing a hacker to entirely take control of your system. To be safe, keep your computer and mobile devices up to date and use current malware/virus protection. At our 9th spot today is cross-site scripting. Cross-site scripting is an exploit where the attacker attaches code onto a legitimate website that will execute when the victim loads the website. That malicious code can be inserted in several ways. Most popularly, it is either added to the end of a URL or posted directly onto a page that displays user-generated content. In more technical terms, cross-site scripting is a client-side code injection attack. A hacker can take use of weaknesses in a website's JavaScript code to compromise cookies saved in your browser, allowing them to steal your personal information or even your login credentials for that and other websites. They may even steal the contents of your system clipboard, other website cookies, and usernames and passwords in some situations. This form of attack, similar to drive-by downloads, might occur when browsing otherwise trustworthy websites. Unfortunately, the website owner is frequently completely unaware of what is going on. At our 8th spot today, we have public Wi-Fi. Do not rely on the Wi-Fi at that coffee shop or airport where you frequently go, since you never know if a nasty hacker is masquerading as a Wi-Fi access point, expecting you will connect and try to get into your bank, for example. They could also be sniffing all communication on a seemingly normal Wi-Fi connection point, searching your computer for weaknesses, and so on. If you must use free Wi-Fi, always use a VPN, set up a firewall on your computer, and keep everything up to date. In our 7th spot today, we have phishing. Take caution while opening or clicking on links in your email. Hackers have gotten quite proficient at disguising bogus emails with malicious attachments or links to dangerous websites that are designed to infect your machine. They can even make these emails look like they came from reputable sources, such as your bank. There's even spear phishing, which is when a hacker intentionally targets you in order to persuade you to open a file or click a link. Perhaps the hacker gleaned enough information about you from your public Facebook page to concoct an email that fooled you. Because it frequently works, this form of social engineering attack is one of the most common. Remember that a bank or the majority of respectable websites would never ask you to log in by clicking a link, unless it's a password reset email. So double-check that you're at the proper place before entering your login credentials. When it comes to email attachments, only open them if you expect them and they come from someone you know. In our 6th spot today, we have reused passwords. For each website account you have, you should always use a different password. Don't use the same password for Facebook as you use for your bank, for example. If your account on one website is compromised, which occurs all too frequently these days, a hacker with your login and password can try that combination on any other website. The more times you use the same password in different locations, the more likely it is that numerous accounts may be hacked. Use a password manager to help with the difficult chore of creating a unique password for each website. There are numerous available, ranging from free to yearly memberships. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with malware. It can turn your computer into a zombie that can be woken up when a hacker decides to use it, and it can come from multiple sources. It doesn't just serve pop-up windows or annoy you about installing antivirus software. It can turn it into a zombie that can be woken up when a hacker decides to use it. A hacker would frequently command a botnet of thousands of zombies to initiate assaults on a person, corporation, government, or website. Suddenly, your computer has joined the cause. Keep your antivirus up to date and don't download software from untrustworthy sources. This is becoming a recurring theme, isn't it? In our fourth spot today, we have unsafe thumb drives/me. Never plug an unknown USB drive into your computer unless you bought it and know exactly what's on it. This also applies to SD cards, CDs, and DVD. Malicious software can infect your computer on its own, often without you even realizing it. Have you ever found a USB drive in the parking lot at work and wondered what was on it? Don't take a chance. Keep your antivirus software up to date and current on your computer, even if you're a Mac user, to help prevent this. In our third spot today, we have comprised ad networks. Compromise of the ad networks that those websites use to show adverts is one of the best ways for a hacker to serve malware on trusted websites. This has happened to a number of well-known websites, including some big news organizations, and it usually spells disaster for those who visit them if fraudulent advertisements are displayed. While controversial, using an ad blocker for your web browser is the easiest method to avoid this. Ad blockers prohibit websites from making money by presenting genuine advertising when you visit them, but they also protect you from being hacked if the website's ads are hacked. In our second spot, we have your outdated computer. Are you still running Windows XP? Remove it from the computer and unplug it. It is currently extremely vulnerable, and Microsoft no longer updates it. You can easily be hacked if you don't keep your computer's operating system, as well as all the software loaded on it, up to date. This is often done through one of the other ways on this list. Installing updates and rebooting can be inconvenient, but they are necessary for staying safe online. Coming in at number 1, we have hotel computers and kiosks. If you need to log into anything online, including your bank or webmail, never trust the computers in your hotel's business center. Your accounts could be easily hacked if the company is compromised. You never know what's on these shared public computers because you don't know who used them before you, and the hotel staff probably doesn't know either. The best and safest way to access your hotel's Wi-Fi is to check with the hotel's front desk to confirm you are connected to the proper network name. It is possible that other hotel guests have set up fake or look-alike network names, hoping that someone connects to the network so that they can spy on the unsuspecting guest.